Renowned as a tropical island paradise spanning over 35,000 square kilometers, Hainan is far more than just a scenic getaway. Imagine an island of this scale unlocking endless possibilities as it transforms into a global free trade port in 2026. Powered by independent customs operations, this vast island is redefining global trade, investment, and connectivity between China, Malaysia, and the rest of the world.
You know, Yangpu is actually the main gateway to the Hainan Free Trade Port, and especially with its two-tier customs operation.
That's right. It allows freer international trade while keeping mainland custom control in place.
And you know what? The manufacturers also actually enjoy zero tariff if they add over 30% values during processing.
Yeah, exactly. That cut costs and strengthen Hainan as a global trade hub.
Relying on the comprehensive Southeast Asia route network of COSCO shipping lines, Hainan and ASEAN have formed a two-way complementary trade relationship. The cargo is mainly divided into two major sectors: local imports and exports, and domestic transshipment via Yangpu. The first category consists of goods directly shipped from Hainan to ASEAN. The volume of exports from Hainan to ASEAN accounts for over 45% of the total local foreign trade exports, covering countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, and the Philippines. The exported goods are mainly chemical raw materials and products, paper products, edible oils, and processed aquatic products. Imports are mostly tropical agricultural and forestry raw materials from ASEAN, including coconut material, natural rubber, green coffee beans, and fresh fruits such as durian, mangosteen, and bananas.
Following the customs closure, operational indicators at COSCO Shipping Yangpu Port have improved steadily. From January to June this year, driven by the refinement of our shipping line network and elevated port capacity, vessel costs increased and container throughput at the terminal achieved rapid year-on-year growth. Yangpu Port operates three main shipping routes connected to Malaysia, calling directly at Port Klang and Pasir Gudang Port. Moving forward, leveraging the free trade port's policy advantages, we will further optimize route layouts, increase flight sailing frequency, and deepen cooperation with ports in Malaysia and across ASEAN. By elevating transshipment efficiency and service standards, we aim to help build a tighter China-ASEAN supply chain ecosystem.
This trade bridge is actively moving physical commodities. On September 16, 2025, Oscar Oil exported its first historic batch of refined rapeseed oil directly to Malaysia, demonstrating the real-world impact of Hainan's free trade port. China and Malaysia have long maintained a good trade relations. On September 16, 2025, the first batch of rapeseed oil produced by our factory was exported to Malaysia. Through the exchanges between our two countries and the prices, we aim to enhance the friendship between our two countries and jointly promote the development of economic and trade relations between our two countries. Beyond heavy port logistics, Hainan's free trade port policies are driving strong foreign direct investment and the development of digital trade infrastructure.
As you probably know, many of the companies here are involved in cross-border work, and so they're not just focused on domestic China market or even just the Asia market, they're focused on the global market. And then as for policies, I think the policies that are critical for us and critical for the businesses that we serve, one relates to immigration, one is relating to finance, one is relating to data. So because there's been positive changes in these policies, it makes a lot of sense.
In supporting Southeast Asian digital enterprises, first, Hainan Free Trade Port features outstanding network infrastructure. We serve as a pilot park for dedicated international internet access channels, and we host province-wide 10 gigabit fiber optic network pilots. This empowers Southeast Asian enterprises to conveniently expand operations on a robust network infrastructure. Additionally, the park provides comprehensive physical infrastructure, including residential housing, office spaces, schools, shopping centers, and hotels, offering end-to-end operational support. Second, regarding fiscal and tax policies, most importantly, Hainan Free Trade Port applies a reduced 15% rate for corporate income tax (CIT) and personal income tax (PIT). Furthermore, tax incentives such as tax exemptions on new overseas investments and tariff-free imports of equipment and raw materials effectively lower operational costs for Southeast Asian enterprises establishing in Hainan.
So for us, as we entered into Hainan, we discovered more and more opportunities for us to quickly establish ourselves there and also quickly to do business in this part of the world, right? And the digital free trade zone and all the establishments of high-cost Fusing Internet Industrial Park was actually a very key component to our success right today. So what we see moving forward is that this is a place that we will continue investing more, right? Investing our resources, investing our capital, investing also our content, our key talents in that market to ensure that that bridge is further strengthened between the two countries. And we foresee that China, again, as I mentioned, a very crucial market moving forward, whether it's inbound or outbound. And so we want to be that bridge. And supporting policies in China allows us to be achieving that ambition of becoming the bridge between Southeast Asia and China.
Investing in trade also requires investing in global human capital. Hainan is pioneering international education initiative to develop the next generation of global industry leaders.
Jointly built by China's Ministry of Education and the Hainan provincial government, Hainan Lecheng, the International Education Innovation Pilot Zone, serves as a national education opening up strategy and Hainan Free Trade Port development. It is positioned as a national benchmark for educational opening up and reform pilot base and platform for Sino-foreign educational exchange and demonstration zone for integrated development of education, research, industry, and urban constructions.
It is so amazing to see the world-famous international yacht settling down right here in Sanya.
Yeah, it really shows the power of the free trade port. And you know what? This center acts as a perfect getaway, opening up huge trade and investment opportunities between Malaysia, China, and the global industries.
If businesses want to invest in Sanya's yacht industry, what policies are available for them? First is the Free Trade Port Zero Tariff Policy. Currently, we have a zero tariff list for self-use production equipment. When companies import self-use production equipment or commercial use yacht, they can purchase zero tariff yacht. Importing self-use production equipment parts is duty-free, and importing commercial yacht is also duty-free, significantly lowering corporate costs. Secondly, Another great policy is that we warmly welcome relevant yacht enterprises from Malaysia to invest in Sanya. The Free Trade Port has a processing value-added tariff exemption policy. If a Malaysian company invests in building a factory to manufacture yachts in Sanya, imported parts and raw materials that undergo processing and achieve over 30% added value in Sanya factories can enter the vast mainland Chinese market exempt from import tariff.
With the continuous deepening of regional marine economic cooperation under RCEP, and against the backdrop of China-Malaysia bilateral trade volume growing 12% year-on-year in 2025, the Sanya International Yacht Center project serves as a crucial reliance. Leveraging the dividend policies following Hainan Free Trade Port's customs closure operation, we are working hard to build a hub role for industrial synergy and integrated development with Malaysia and ASEAN countries in marine culture, tourism, and yacht industry coordination. Looking ahead, using Malaysia as a fulcrum, the Sanya International Yacht Center will coordinate with ASEAN and partner with key coastal destinations in Malaysia, such as Port Klang, Langkawi, and other major marine tourism hubs, to establish cross-border tourism routes and fully elevate the impact of our industrial synergy.
We know that digital trade solving the online businesses demand, but the Hainan transformation also opened up a massive opportunity in the healthcare industry.
Yeah, exactly. The Boao Lecheng and health tourism pilot zone, it was actually one of the prime examples. And you know that it actually brings together advanced and also world-class economy medical tourism directly into the Southeast Asian partners.
I see. So now let's take a look on how this policy are shaping the healthcare industry. Let's go.
Boao Lecheng, as China's only approved special medical zone, has continuously promoted the construction of an international medical tourism service system in recent years. It has gradually become a bright name card for the Hainan Free Trade Port to attract foreign medical consumption and a pioneering destination for international medical tourists to experience medical tourism. These include high-end health check, cancer screening, ophthalmic treatments, skin disease management, and TCM wellness care, catering to diverse health needs.
From wellness care to coastal sports, Hainan's 61-country visa-free policy is positioning the island as a borderless lifestyle destination for international visitors.
Yeah, actually, I can give you one number. Only in June, I mean the past June, the international surfers has accounted for 19% of our total surfers, I mean total guests here. So the visa-free policy actually a great facilitator to make this happen because people can just book a ticket and come around. They don't have to take like a lot of days a week to plan for the visa, and that's a quite decision-making obstacle. But for Hainan, people can just grab their surfboard, book the ticket, come over and surf and go back.
Beneath Hainan's surge of modern trade and lifestyle lies its true soul, a deep cultural bond rooted in decades of Nanyang heritage and shared historical memories with Malaysia.
海口骑楼老街的保护是一条探索行魂。
The preservation of Haikou Arcade Street is an exploratory path toward revitalization that retains both form and spirit. It must safeguard the architectural form of Nanyang charm while retaining the cultural soul of bustling everyday life. The core protection strategies are reflected in the following aspects. First is prioritizing planning to safeguard development. The Haikou Historical and Cultural City Protection Plan and Haikou Arcade Buildings Historical and Cultural District Protection Plan clearly define the scope of protected areas, strictly controlling building heights, traditional style, and 11 history streets. By prioritizing the protection of heritage conservation units, cultural relics, and history structures, an insurmountable baseline of preservation has been built for the old street. Second is restoring the old as it was, pursuing gradual progress. We reject mass demolition and reconstruction, adhering to the principles of restoring the old to its original state, micro-circulation, and incremental steps. By reviewing historical photographs, interviewing old landlords, and even drilling samples, we restore buildings to their original appearance. The completed arcade, facade restorations, and dangerous building reinforcements strictly preserve Nanyang style, carvings, and the original architectural features and details. Third is cultural soul building to preserve everyday life. Cultural protection extends beyond buildings to living culture.
This coffee tastes identical to the one that we have in Malaysia. And I always believe that coffee was introduced to Hainan from Malaysia. Yeah, there's two-way stories behind it.
Actually, for what I know, the Hainan ancestors migrated to Malaya before, and then they founded the countless local kopitiam before they bring back the coffee links to Ceylon.
I see. Now, there's a lot of food here.
Yeah.
We can try some.
Okay.
And let's say this same with Malaysia. So,
Okay.
This Nanyang coffee heritage is no longer merely a memory of the past. In Shenlong, it has evolved into a modern corporate supply chain that leverages Hainan's new identity as the world's largest free trade zone.
Actually, as you know, that Hainan, which absorbed many overseas Chinese back to 1950s, early 1950s, and major part of the overseas is from Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, and all over Southeast Asia, especially I think Malaysia. The overseas Chinese from Malaysia, they bring back the technology and their lifestyle habits back to Hainan, including the coffee culture. Actually, our group has studied the policy of free trade zone, free trade port of Hainan Island for quite time. We make a good study and we make useful of it. Like last year, we actually do the first order to have the so-called both sides overseas order. Like we import the beans from Colombia, South America. Then we process here in Hainan. Then we export all these processed beans to Australia, which give a very good brand influence, and it actually be welcomed by the Australian customers. This is the first order of overseas order. Second one, another very good policy is if we process with the VAT over 30%, we value added over 30%, the import duty of the coffee bean can be totally free. We make use of this policy, and again, we import the beans from Colombia. Then we process in Hainan and sell it into Beijing, the capital of China. And for this order, we have a lot of customers who was quite be fond of this product. And actually, we do it triple times now, and gain a lot of good market share, and with a lot of the market report, which is very good to our both product and the brand.
Seeing the sheer scale of development and the unique policies across this island is actually proof that Hainan is opening its door to the global market.
Yeah, it's really show that the Hainan Free Trade Port is not longer just a vision for the future, but the reality that's happening right now, creating a powerful bridge of opportunity between China, Malaysia, and the rest of the world.
So,
Bye-bye!
bye-bye!